The man stayed at the hospital with his lover for 3 days and 3 nights. He suddenly realized his wife hadn't contacted him at all. The man was puzzled by his wife's lack of contact, so he hurriedly returned home. But he discovered his wife's belongings were all gone. The man immediately sent an angry message to his wife, demanding she come home immediately, but the message couldn't be sent, because his wife had already blocked him. On the table lay divorce papers and a mysterious black box. Robert was just about to open it to take a look. His lover, Luna, called. She sobbed, saying she had miscarried. Robert hurried back to the hospital. Luna said Robert's wife, Sophia, had just been there and had cursed her child to die. Luna claimed the stress caused her miscarriage. Robert didn't think his wife was that kind of person, but Luna kept playing the victim and crying, so Robert believed her and promised he would definitely make Sophia apologize to her. Hearing this, Luna lowered her head and revealed a sinister smile. In truth, Luna had intentionally caused the miscarriage, because this wasn't Robert's child at all. The biological father was some other man, so Luna had to get rid of this potential problem. So she framed Sophia for it. This would both make Robert dislike Sophia and make him feel guilty towards her. The foolish Robert knew nothing of this. He even brought Luna to live in his home. Seeing the divorce agreement on the table, Luna was secretly pleased. She pretended to be naive and asked Robert if he was getting a divorce. Robert confidently said Sophia wouldn't possibly divorce him. He said she must have left in a fit of anger and would be back in a few days. Luna he ed his view, saying Sophia would definitely be unwilling to divorce, because back then, Sophia, for the sake of love, had given up a high-paying job at the National Design Institute and married Robert, moving far away to his hometown, 1,000 miles away. She didn't know anyone here. Her entire heart and soul were devoted to Robert. This was also the source of Robert's confidence. However, Robert wasn't as calm as he appeared on the surface. He left worriedly and said he wouldn't be back that night. Luna, seeing Robert's distance towards her, was furious. She vowed to completely replace Sophia. Then Luna noticed the mysterious black box on the table. She opened it and was shocked. Inside was Sophia's miscarriage report. Luna knew Robert hadn't seen this report yet. Otherwise, he would definitely go look for Sophia. Luna venomously declared, since she could harm Sophia's child, she could also make sure Robert never saw this report. That's right. It was Luna who had caused Sophia's miscarriage. First, she placed a perfume in Sophia's house that weakened the fetus. Then, she deliberately clung to Robert, preventing him from going to help Sophia. Sophia lost her child in the pouring rain. That wasn't all. Luna then deliberately said Robert was accompanying her for a prenatal checkup, using this to torment Sophia. Sophia, having lost her child and discovered her husband's betrayal, was utterly devastated. That's why she left the divorce agreement and departed. Meanwhile, CEO Robert buried himself in work. When lunchtime arrived, everyone went to eat, but Robert did not, because his lunch had always been personally made and delivered by Sophia. But today, there was no sign of Sophia. Just then, his secretary came in, wanting to order takeout for Robert. Robert coldly questioned the secretary, saying this wasn't part of her job duties, and asked who told her to meddle. The secretary had to admit it was Sophia's instruction. Robert quickly asked about Sophia's whereabouts. The secretary said Sophia had truly left. She hadn't even cursed Robert before leaving. Instead, she had generously wished him well, but Robert simply didn't believe she had really left. He thought she had even enlisted the employees to act along. The angry Robert threw the innocent secretary out. Robert recalled the warm scenes of his wife bringing him meals, yet he felt not moved or guilty, but instead viciously blamed her for daring to run away from home. He vowed to punish her severely when she returned. But what he didn't know was, Sophia had long since returned to her hometown 1,000 miles away, and had achieved outstanding results at the Design Institute. One day, Sophia was reporting on her work. Her colleagues admired her greatly. Just then, a visitor arrived. The person who came was Robert. It turned out that after Sophia left, Luna's true face was finally revealed. She had repeatedly framed Sophia, taken credit for Sophia's design drafts, and even worn Sophia's pajamas to seduce Robert. Robert recalled the past love and care Sophia had shown him. He finally felt guilty, so he came to seek reconciliation with Sophia, but Sophia had no desire to listen to his endless excuses and justifications. She wanted to leave. Robert grabbed her and wouldn't let go. Their argument grew more and more intense. Finally, the miscarriage was mentioned. Robert believed Sophia had caused Luna's miscarriage. Sophia hated him for ignoring her own miscarriage. Only then did Robert learn about Sophia's pregnancy and miscarriage. He pressed for details, asking what exactly happened. Sophia, filled with grief and anger, told him. On the night Robert was accompanying Luna for her prenatal checkup, Sophia had found out she was pregnant. She asked him to come pick her up, but Robert coldly hung up the phone and turned the steering wheel sharply, causing Sophia, who had been following, to fall. After they sped away, Sophia lay in the heavy rain and miscarried. Robert, recalling the scene, still tried to excuse himself, saying he hadn't seen Sophia at the time and that Luna had told him to turn the wheel. claiming it wasn't intentional. This kind of excuse made Sophia feel incredibly sorrowful. This man had no sense of responsibility whatsoever. Wrong was wrong. He only knew how to shift blame. Robert was still there, desperately begging Sophia to forgive him. Sophia angrily retorted, everything was Robert's fault. The reason Luna could bully her so much was all because of Robert's unconditional trust in Luna, while Robert had no trust in her at all. Their marital bond was completely severed.